Today we have a very special thing to celebrate, and that is our channel hitting 3,000 subscribers. Wow, what a big deal. I also got a very cool thing in the mail today that goes along perfectly with this new milestone. Then we're gonna do our usual check up on Bitpetite, Chain Group, talk a little bit about Regalcoin, which is down for maintenance right now. And finally, we're gonna check up with our loan at Bitconnect. Let's go. The name of the game is compounding. You're either making it or you're paying it. Lucky for you, you get to follow my trades. Let's make some money. What's going on, everybody? This is DJ Nadie here, and welcome to Passive Profits, a series where I share the progress of my passive income investments and review new and upcoming investment programs so together we can make some money. So sometime around 7:30 in the morning or so, I got up and I just went to quickly check to see where we were because I was hoping I didn't miss the moment in the middle of the night. And it turned out it was 2,998 people that had subscribed, and I was literally just 2 people away. So I was able to capture the moment that it ticked over to 3,000 on Social Blade. Thank you very much. I don't know who it was, but whoever you were, if you subscribed around 7:30 this morning to this channel, you probably were the lucky 3,000. It's an awesome ride. I'm really grateful that it happened so fast. It's only been around 7.5 weeks. I think it hits the 8th week in a couple of days. What an awesome thing. Speaking about awesome things, I actually went on Amazon, and I always wanted to be kind of official in terms of dealing with cryptocurrencies and so on and so forth. So you can basically own Bitcoin in your wallet, but you can never hold a Bitcoin. And that to me was kind of on the downside. So anyways, I saw these commemorative coins and I actually purchased one myself, and see if you can hopefully see it without too much glare there. There is the front. This is officially a gold-plated Bitcoin commemorative coin. As you see there, let's flip it around. You can see the back of it. It is lovely. It is heavy. This is what a Bitcoin would actually feel like if it was actually fiat currency. But a very nice token. It came in finally. I ordered it about a week and a half ago. You can get these on Amazon. They cost around maybe $8 US and not that expensive. But it feels a lot more expensive than that. And it comes with this cool little glass thing. You can just put it in. It's kind of like a little protective plastic thing. You just like a little cover kind of a thing. So awesome little thing. I'm not putting a link because I'm not even trying to do Amazon affiliate stuff. But just go to Amazon and type in Bitcoin, gold-plated Bitcoin or something like that, and you'll definitely find you can pick up one of these for yourself. It feels so nice to hold it. It's heavy. It's like this thing's got to have, I don't know what kind of material inside of it that it has underneath the gold plating, but very nice toy to have. So here is the current portfolio for us here at Passive Profits. Yesterday we expanded Bitconnect, so now Bitconnect has a larger chunk of the entire portfolio at 5,000, and Bitpetite we're in there for around 4,000. The other program we're in, which we're going to get into today, is Chain Group, and Chain Group has been making a rebound. We're going to show you that in a little bit, but looks like we're going to make anywhere between 50% to 70% for the month at Chain Group. And with that, we're going to turn around and pay our utility bills with it, which is going to be awesome. Regalcoin is just the ICO that we got into. We purchased around 500 coins there. And Questor World, we're in for around 1,200 or so, and that brings in roughly around 15% per month. I have to update this again, but nevertheless, it's a solid company with a very low risk, good company to be in for the very long term. Bitpetite has been our favorite. It's very comparable to Bitconnect. You get around 1% per day gains, but the benefit of Bitpetite is you have a much shorter term. So you're only on the hook for around 6 weeks instead of 6 months, which is the term for Bitconnect. Nevertheless, we always show this portfolio so you can understand that it's never a good idea to be too heavy into any one platform. It's always a good idea to spread your money around several platforms, and that diversifies you. So if any of these platforms goes down or goes out of business, well, you're only behind a few weeks. In a few weeks, you're actually going to be able to make up the gains from the remaining platforms and no harm done. If you're looking to join any of these platforms and mirror what we're doing, the full review for each and the links for them are in the description below. On with the updates. All right, so let's start off with the craziness. So today, let's jump back over to my Facebook. I actually posted, somebody was on, I think, one of the Telegram conversations or groups or something like that. And they let me know that today they were saying they were going to open up the ICO, and they actually did. They opened it up exactly as they said, around 3 a.m. and I saw a bunch of orders went in, and some people got to actually place their orders. There's a long thread over here. Let's click on more comments, and a bunch of people talking about it. Some people got to order, as you see here, long thread. If you're not following the Facebook page. You need to do that. That's where a lot of the daytime stuff happens in between my videos. That's facebook.com/DJNAD1. Anyhow, so after some people got to buy, the website went into maintenance mode, and now I'm assuming maybe now they're going to start preparing to maybe bring about the fixes for the problems. I'm assuming that's one, because they need to do that before they think about anything else. And two, perhaps now they're starting to think of bringing the platform live as far as trading coins, exchanging coins, and possibly the actual lending, because we are technically around 4 days away, and I think the ICO was supposed to go 4 more days, but obviously since the demand was so crazy, they doubled the amount of coins and actually got to triple it, I think, even when it got up to that 500,000, and that fast forwarded everything. So at the moment, this is pretty much what it says. Sorry, been down for maintenance. So let's just keep an eye on it and see when they come back up. So craziness going on here in the Bitcoin market. I woke up and the market was all the way back up at around 4,000, and it's lovely. And the reason why I love this chart here, this is the bitcoinwisdom.com. I look at the Coinbase GDAX chart. It is right to the point. The support, resistance, and the touch points are right on. Look at that. It touched down at 3,000. Boom. We had a rally and touched right up to 4,000. And then we had a retracement back to exactly around 3,500. And then we had this little rally up to this number here. Now, this is what's weird about this number. This is 4,100. Looks like 4,120 or something like that. What's weird about that number is if we go across here and we look back a couple of days, we keep touching that point. Look at that, 4,100 right there. And look at this. This is back September 10th. Look at that line right there, 4,100. Look how many times in 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 times we touched that number on that day. Don't know what's going on with that 4,100, but sure enough today, we actually touched right up on it. Let's see where we are down here. We went right up against that number. Let's shrink it down a little bit so we can see all the days. So look at that. If I put the line there, you actually see it right across. That used to be support, and now it's become resistance. That's a very typical thing in cryptocurrencies and in the stock market and so on and so forth. But nevertheless, it's awesome news that we have come back and we're back above that 4,000 mark. I just wish that I would have done my Bitconnect loan today, because I would have probably seen maybe 500 or 600 more out of my Bitcoin by doing that loan. But it's all right. I didn't want to. My idea was not to wait and let the market possibly go against me. And now I'm actually out a little bit more Bitcoin when I do that loan, right? So that was my idea. And what if the market drops back down to 34, 33, and now I'm paying almost 1,000 something more in Bitcoin's value or whatever than I should have, right? So no big deal there, but really happy the market's come back. Moving on to our Bitpetite, looks like we're at 22.15 now out of the loan that I did, out of the investment that I did for 39.08. Let's do a little bit of math and figure out what that actually is. 56% overall. So I've gotten 56% of my money back, getting very close to 60 soon. When I reach 100, then at that point, I'll have all my money back in my pocket. And then I could decide if I'm going to do reinvesting and so on and so forth. But this platform has been awesome for me. Those of you that are new to the platform, I'm in this 6-week plan, and it pays 4.5% on weekdays and 1% on weekends, which averages to 3.5% per day. But that's not all profit. It's just over 1% profit per day. And the remaining 2.5% or so that's left over each day, that's part of your capital. So at the end of 6 weeks, you'll have your capital plus 47% profit. Just want to clear the air, because sometimes people see this and they think that you're getting 4.5% profit, and then that's not sustainable, and then they start wondering whether this company is legit or not. So let's go over and do our daily withdrawal from here. We'll hit that withdraw button, and it looks like here I'm gonna get a little bit of everything except for Ethereum USD. That one doesn't meet the minimum, but that's okay. We'll hit the withdraw button, and wham, the 2 beeps right there, back to the speed of before. It was just 1 second. I didn't even have to edit that. It just came right in. Beautiful. Moving on to our buddies at Chain Group. Looks like we're rallying back up to that $30 mark. The idea with Chain Group is we put in around a $1,300 investment, and the idea is to get $30 or roughly around $30 per day out of it in profits. So at the end of the month, it adds up to around $900. And with that, we're going to turn around and pay our utility bills. Now, again, this is an advanced strategy. This is not something we recommend you do unless you have money to pay the mortgage and the utility bills, and so on and so forth already set aside. This is if you have spare money, you can do these kind of creative investment ideas and be able to pay utility bills and so on and so forth. Looks like we're getting back up to that mark. As I said, we're just about that 25, so looking good. The platforms had a slow day when we had that big dip in the market, but it's coming back up. I think, to be honest, I think if we average 25 a day, even probably around 20 something to 25 a day, at the end of the month, that's around 600 to 700. That would be enough anyways. 900 bucks is a lot for utilities. I was just kind of overshooting it, leaving a little room in case we had an underperformance like this. So we're still going to be fine anyhow. I think everything's going to work out great with that. So it's time to do our withdrawal. So let's go over to the withdraw tab, and we're going to paste in the address for the utility bills. And I've already done a withdrawal of what I saved in there previously, because my utility bills are all due pretty much around the middle of the month, and that's where we are now. So I had to do a withdrawal a couple of days ago and start getting that over to my bank account, because that's how I pay all my bills. So Coinbase is real slow. I know I have to do that. I have to try to figure a way to do it a little bit quicker. It's like 4 to 5 days. I'm still waiting for the BitPay card, by the way. That still has not come in. It's been like 9 days. I think they're going to squeeze out, that 7 to 10 days. They're squeezing it to the fullest. So let's see if I get it tomorrow. Nevertheless, it would be inconvenient for me to use it. I kind of gave it some thought, because that means I'd have to manually go to each website to pay each and every bill, whereas I'm already used to doing it in one place through my online banking. So here we go. We're going to do a $32 to the special wallet I set up just for my utility bills, and we'll hit send withdrawal, and wham, there it is right there in the pending bin for them to release it manually. They do manual withdrawals here, but they're pretty quick in the daytime. What I'm gonna try and do is get this other one in as quick as possible so they can release them at the same time. And I set up a second address here, which I'm putting money away for my property taxes. Here I have to pay my property taxes separate from the mortgage, so I have to come up with a couple of $1,000s every 3 months to pay the property taxes. So that, again, is an advanced strategy. I do already have money for the property taxes for the entire year set aside, but why not make it from some of the investments that I have? So that's why I'm doing this. This is kind of just an additional bonus. I'm not gambling any bills money, and I don't suggest you do either. So let's take this $131.20. We'll hit that button right there, and wham, there it is right there. I was able to catch it. Good thing. Sometimes they release the money real fast and you don't get to catch it, and then you have to pay a little bit more. I like when they combine them. They just release it in one shot and it arrives in your wallet together, and that's always an awesome thing. Moving on over to Bitconnect. So on our first day, we made a $20 gain in our lending wallet. And that was because, let's go over here. Today we had a 0.2 profit day. That's the thing about Bitconnect. It's up and down, and it looks like I just missed the glory days where we had 3 days back to back of almost 2% each day. And now I jumped in right around the slumpy times. So today we had that 0.2. Now that's what's cool. Since we only had 0.2, I also get a 0.2 bonus in addition for having done a 5K loan. So if we hop over to the transactions tab and hit the lending wallet, you can see right here that it says the interest paid is 0.4. So that's the 0.2 that everybody gets, and my little bonus of 0.2. So I see a benefit in it already. It almost got me 0.5% gain for a day that was technically slow. So tomorrow is going to be horrific, pretty much nothing, but I still get that 0.2. So I guess I'll get 10 bucks or something like that, if judging by today's gains. Nevertheless, I'm very happy. All I need to do is average somewhere around 0.8 or 0.9 at the end of the month, and I'll be able to have enough to pay the mortgage for my house and basically just live off the profits from Bitconnect. Again, this is an advanced strategy. Do not take the mortgage or the rent money and put it into Bitconnect or any of these platforms. Only do something like this if you have money for investing that you could afford to lose. Then you can put it in a platform like this and start to live basically for free off your profits. That's it for today's episode. If you have questions or anything like that, I'm very active in the comments, so feel free to leave a comment. I try to get back to everybody. The same thing on Facebook. If you're not following us on Facebook, the URL will be on the screen. I probably typed it earlier, but it's also in the description below. The same thing if you're watching on Facebook, you could also come and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. I really appreciate all you guys. I can't believe it. We're at 3,000 and there's no stopping from here. It's DJ NAD signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.